Be prepared. This week is not what it seems. Many assume it will unfold like any other, but they couldn't be more mistaken. The moon is behaving in ways that defy the norm. If you've sensed an unusual energy lingering in the air, something you can't quite explain, you're not imagining things. In just the past few weeks, we've witnessed two powerful eclipses. A total lunar eclipse on the 14th and a partial solar eclipse on the 29th. This is no coincidence. The moon has been in overdrive, and what's about to happen next is beyond what most people expect. These aren't just random celestial events. They're cosmic shifts. The moon is stirring something profound, and if you've been feeling restless, emotional, or as if something is trying to get your attention, you need to stay alert. And here's something no one is talking about. This upcoming first quarter moon is unlike any before. Many view it as just another halfway point, but there's a key reason why this one is different. I'll explain everything soon, so keep watching. But before we even reach that moment, something ancient is already waiting in the sky, and it all begins tomorrow. This week doesn't ease in, it erupts. Tomorrow night, the moon drifts dangerously close to the Pleiades. This isn't just a breathtaking sight. It's a moment of deep ancestral significance. For centuries, the Pleiades have been seen as a spiritual beacon, a gateway to lost wisdom, divine guidance, and connections beyond this world. This is more than astrology. It's about awareness. If you've ever felt like the universe was trying to send you a message, this is the time to listen. Dreams, symbols, and signs won't be mere coincidences. They will carry meaning. After tomorrow, reflect on what surfaced in your thoughts, the emotions that arose, and the ideas that crossed your mind. They weren't random. And if you think this is only the beginning, you're absolutely right. This is your celestial wake-up call. On April 3rd, the moon and Jupiter align in a cosmic flashpoint, creating one of the most expansive and overwhelming energies of the entire week. But don't assume this will be a peaceful, uplifting moment. Jupiter doesn't just bring good vibes. It magnifies everything. Whatever you're already feeling, Jupiter amplifies it. If you're anxious, it could spiral into overthinking or restlessness. If you're inspired, it could become obsession and an unstoppable drive. If you're uncertain, expect vivid dreams, spontaneous insights, and persistent thoughts that demand your attention. It's like a magnifying glass on your soul, exposing every hidden truth and bottled up emotion. For some, this will lead to breakthroughs. For others, it may feel as if their world is spinning out of control. Here's the key. Whatever feels exaggerated on April 3rd is revealing something that has been growing beneath the surface. A sudden urge, a strange sign, a gut feeling that won't fade. These aren't random. Jupiter is illuminating what has been waiting for you to acknowledge. You'll either be blinded or awakened. Pay close attention on April 3rd, because what's about to be revealed cannot be ignored. And just when you think the intensity is subsiding, the moon brings something even more significant, something that is trying to break through. Remember when I mentioned that this first quarter moon is different? This is why. Most believe this lunar phase is simply a midpoint, but they're mistaken. The first quarter moon isn't just a transition, it's a cosmic pressure point. It creates tension, a battle between the past and the future, between who you were and who you are becoming. But this time, it's even more intense because it's still pulsing with eclipse energy. The events of the past few weeks didn't just disappear, they left an imprint. Now, that energy isn't just lingering in the sky, it's moving through you. Some will experience this as a surge of creativity, a flood of ideas and inspiration that refuses to let them rest. Others will feel an urgent need to act, as if something is demanding movement. And for some, the pressure will feel like chaos, rising emotions, deep restlessness, an unshakable sense that something monumental is about to unfold. Something wants to manifest through you, but here's the catch. You have to allow it. April 5th isn't just another day. It's a moment of cosmic intensity, one that will push, pull, and force something out of you, whether you're ready or not. When the moon meets Mars, there's no escaping it. This is raw energy, but not the kind you control. It's the kind that takes control of you if you let it. The pressure has been building, a slow burning urgency that some of you have already felt. It's that feeling that something is about to break free, even if you don't know what it is yet. That's Mars. That's the tension. And when the moon gets involved, it becomes deeply personal. This isn't just about action. It's about what has been waiting for you to take action on. The decisions you've postponed, the energy you've suppressed, it won't stay buried any longer. For some, this will feel empowering, like a sudden surge of clarity, courage, and momentum. For others, it may feel like being backed into a corner, overwhelmed by frustration, tempted to make drastic changes just to relieve the pressure. But remember, this energy doesn't just test, it unlocks. Some will experience a creative explosion, an undeniable drive, a fire in their soul that demands attention. Others will gain deep revelations, sudden realizations that make everything click into place. The moon remembers, and so does your body. The eclipses may have passed, but their energy lingers. Even if the sky seems calmer, we are still in the aftershock. The moon hasn't moved on, and neither have you. You might feel this in waves of exhaustion, a fog in your mind, or a heaviness in your chest, as if something is shifting but hasn't fully settled yet. Perhaps you've caught yourself lost in thought, remembering things you haven't thought about in years. Maybe emotions feel sharper, cutting deeper than usual. These aren't random, they're energetic echoes. Eclipses don't just mark endings and beginnings, they rewrite the script. And when the script changes, it takes time for the rest of you to adjust, mentally, emotionally, even physically. You're not just processing the events of the past few weeks, you're integrating something much deeper. Some moments may feel like you're being pulled backward, old fears, memories, and patterns resurfacing. Other times, it might feel like you're being propelled forward too quickly, dragged towards something you don't fully understand yet. You're not stuck, you're becoming the bridge between where you've been and where you're going. This tension isn't a sign that something is wrong, it's a sign that something new is emerging. But it's happening in the unseen. If you're searching for logic, you'll struggle. This isn't a time for certainty, it's a time for trust. Things feel unsettled for a reason. You weren't meant to return to normal, because normal no longer exists. The version of you that entered this eclipse cycle is not the same one walking out of it. Stop looking for things to feel familiar. Let them feel different. Let yourself feel different. And pay attention to your dreams. This week, they aren't just random, they are simulations. Have your dreams felt unusually vivid, intense, or symbolic? Maybe they've been unsettling, looping the same themes, places, or people. That's not by chance. Your subconscious is being tested, revealing weak spots, unresolved fears, and truths you've avoided. These aren't nightmares, they're coded messages. And the real work begins when you wake up. By April 6th, the energy shifts into an eerie stillness. No intense alignments, no cosmic clashes, just quiet. But don't mistake silence for resolution. This isn't the end. It's the calm before the next surge. Time may feel heavier, slower, like something is waiting beneath the surface. For some, this will bring peace. For others, it will be unsettling, because when the noise fades, all that remains is you. So ask yourself, are you ready to rest, or is this the final breath before something awakens? Next week will bring the answer. If you've made it this far, I appreciate your presence. If you enjoyed this insight, consider subscribing for more. Share your experiences in the comments below. Until next time, stay aware, and trust the journey.